There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the name.
Yeah.
So what I like about like doing government contracts is it forces you to structure your business the right way, because you may not even know how to structure your business. They say, hey, you need this.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay, I got to go do that.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's what I really like about it. So what's the plans for you now?
Well, the plan for us now, so we just got out of the 8A program last year. But we are partnered with other 8As, right? You know, and we kind of mentor those other 8As because we've been in the program for 10 years. You know, we've done extremely well. So we've taken that knowledge and we mentor those other 8As. We partner with them on deals. Karen and I, you know, she's still in the 8A program, so we partner with her company a lot to get deals across the line. So it's a win-win for all of us because we're able to continue to generate revenue, but we have a network of 8As that we work with and show them how to get business and help them to get business.
I'm gonna be in that network
Right.
for my 8A right now.
Right, yeah. And we have another side of our business, like I say, the financial services side, where we work with entrepreneurs, startups, early growth companies, and help them to get their financial house in order so that they can go out and acquire capital, right? Because, you know, any small business, if you're going to scale, you got to have access to capital. There's no way that I would have been able to get to doing that type of revenue if I didn't have access to capital, right? You know, we have millions of dollars in lines of credit, right? So when a deal comes our way, we are able to jump on the deal, yeah. So we work with smalls and show them the things that they need to do to make sure that they're in a situation where they can get access to capital, and that's a process in itself.
Okay, now I hear you say we a lot, right?
Yeah.
And I know you have multiple businesses.
Yeah.
And are you referring to your team?
My team, yeah, my team. Okay. Yeah, my team, yeah, my internal team.
Gotcha, gotcha. So are you like a single member LLC, or now you have a board? Like, what is?
Oh, yeah. So we're set up as a partnership, right? So it's myself and another partner. So we set up as a partnership. Now we don't have a board, but I know a lot of companies that do, right? I mean, it depends on where you are in your growth stage. A lot of companies that have boards, or if you're going to have a board, to me personally, you only need a board if you're trying to position your company to go public, right? Gotcha. Or, you know, and things of that nature, right? Yeah. When I first started the company, and I talk about it in my book, you always start your company with your exit in mind. My exit was never to try to go public, right? Gotcha. Or to scale into the big business arena. My plan was always to stay small, but be more stealth-like, right? You know, to stay small and to do the things that we're doing now. Gotcha. So we kind of plan for that, but we're set up as a partnership.
Well, that's a good thing to, you know, think about. You know, I don't think a lot of people think about when they're starting a business. In the beginning, they should be thinking about the exit. Like
you have to. You have to, yeah.
So I think that definitely guides your direction, you know? Yeah,
you have to. Because, I mean, like when we got in the 8A program, you hear a lot of stories about 8A companies that when they get out of the program, they just die. I mean, their company just flatlines, right? Yeah. And that's because they didn't have a plan. So, you know, when I started with a plan. And funny enough, the SBA requires you to put together a business plan. And a lot of 8As put together a business plan, but they just never worked the business plan. You know, I was fortunate enough, and I put together a plan and worked the plan. So we try to work with smalls and kind of help them understand that put together a plan, work the plan. The plan should be something that you constantly live by every single day. Absolutely, yeah. It's a living document. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay, so would you recommend people to get into government contracts?
Absolutely. If you're a small business, particularly a minority-owned small business, you have to be doing business with the government. You have to, because you're not going to scale. You're not going to scale unless you're in entertainment. If you think about the black community, right? Many of the people that have done extremely well are either entertainers, athletes, things of that nature, right? Every small business that I knew when I was growing up, they were like mom and pops. That's where we got the term mom and pops. They were just small mom and pop operations and things of that nature, right? But most of the businesses that scale to the next level, many of them are doing business with the government. Think about some of your biggest corporations today. Pfizer, big corporation, they do business with the government.
Right.
J&J do business with government. Every large business have a Google. They do business. That's right. Microsoft. They do business with the government. So you got to take a page out of their book and prepare yourself to do the same. And regardless of what you're selling, the government buys everything.
I was always focused on the money. I started with nothing. I was born to be an entrepreneur. I'm a real estate investor. Had my own trucking authority, multiple college degrees, ex-military. I'm an author, motivational speaker, not to mention I'm an accountant. But with all the things that I've done, it was government contracts that truly made me rich.
Yo, what's going on right now? You're watching Casino is the Name, and if you wanted to know how I started my trucking business, I have an ebook called Big Shot, Hot Shot Volume 1, Own Your Trucking Authority. It's a great book, 5-star reviews. The link will be in the description below. Go get that. Yeah.
Beat me up, Scotty. Me and her together, we just count it up. Money on my mind, I can't get enough. Don't play with my money, you don't want no beef. Cause I come from the bottom, I come from the street. When she first saw me, she said, who is that? When a man saw me, he called me a threat. I'm the one that really live, wanna rap. They ain't never did it, they ain't really trap. You say you want to be successful. Well, what's stopping you? Can't nothing stop you from being successful except for you. You standing in your own way. I came from the bottom. I ain't know nothing but the grind. You can't tell me nothing about that. I caught the bus at Basin Street Projects in Tallahassee, Florida. You hear me? I used to think $1 million would last me my whole life. I'd have made that and spent that. $1 million ain't enough.
There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. It's crazy, right? There's money everywhere. There's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name.